there, Foxy Gamers! Welcome back to Planet Coaster Challenge Mode. Apparently, our roller coaster was a success in getting a couple challenges here. So we have an excitement of at least 5.0 and a park balance of at least 30. What is our park balance? 42. Okay. Once again, I'm not entirely sure what all goes into the park balance, but I assume a lot of it has to do with roller coasters versus thrill rides and shops and scenery and all that kind of stuff. Actually, now looking at this, I'm like, wait a second, this is a very unrealistic roller coaster. But you know what? I don't care, because it was pretty fun to ride, and that's the important part. Apparently, it did not achieve an average speed of at least 30 miles per hour, though, which does not surprise me considering how slow that is going right now. What is our average speed and all of our other stats on this guy? Average speed 23. So we weren't too far off. Not excruciatingly close, but that's not bad. I'm just happy with our excitement, fear, and nausea ratings. That seems to be fairly good. In fact, we may increase the price, but not until more people come back here, because right now it's taking them the whole entire time to get through this queue before people empty off of the ride. So we will wait on raising the price for now, try to get some more people into there. Alright, let's do our daily checking out of what people are thinking. Complaining about queues and litter. Oops, let's go to this page here. And yeah, mostly queues, litter, sick. Alright, well, as you can see, we have a lot of money considering I kept the park open while I was building the roller coaster so that I could test it. Which is both good and bad. I mean, it means we can do pretty much whatever we want. But, ooh, what's up with this? Oh no! I have pieces of the bridge sticking through here. Ah, drat! Well, I might fix that later, but I don't feel like doing that on camera right now. That's okay, it's just like a little step for them. No big deal, they don't seem to mind. Anyway, as I was saying, it's good because it allows us to kind of do whatever we want, but it's bad because I was actually enjoying the thought of challenge mode and sort of struggling to have to become successful with our park. But that doesn't seem to be a problem, even though we haven't really done anything as far as the theming goes. So that being said, maybe what I'll do is train all of our staff up to the best. Ooh, we got an achievement. Money spinner. Probably either our monthly profit or else the amount of money that we have. Because as I was saying, it's rather easy to get that. So the game is shortly going to turn into sandbox mode with how easy it is to get money. Which, for me, is not the best because if you can't tell already, I'm not the best at creating beautiful sculptures and scenery and everything in my park. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that I just don't have the patience to do it. You know, I like to make the character stuff. If you've seen any of my Disney foliage, or I made like a Lego Worlds Unikitty thing, and I really enjoy doing that sort of thing, but it's even hard for me to do that because I'm like a 3D animator, and I have a lot of... He's not happy with his job, so we'll just keep throwing that up there. I have a lot of experience with 3D modeling and the like, so for me, it's super easy to just go into Maya, my 3D software program, and make something from scratch really fast. Like Unikitty would probably take me, you know, 20 or 30 minutes to make in Maya, and color it, texture it, all that stuff, and it would look exactly right. Whereas... Oh, we can't train this guy yet. Okay. Whereas with Planet Coaster, I'm kind of limited with the pieces that we have available to us and the sizes of the pieces. And for me, it's a little bit frustrating, and I don't have the patience when I know I could just do that faster somewhere else. As opposed to, this is the only place I can build a roller coaster, is in these games, so I don't mind the tediousness of creating custom rides. Alright, enough of that jabbering. Let's get some new rosters going on here. Double check the ones that we have. Okay, our entrance. The more populated our park it gets, the better it is to reduce the amount of coverage of the work rosters, but that one seems to be okay. And it's kind of annoying that our park management screen doesn't pop back up when we close out a roster, but that's the way it is. Okay, we have these two guys, it seems. Whoops. Oh, no. I just wanted to add that. I wasn't holding shift. I was just clicking instead. Okay. Grab some of these just so that they cover this whole area here. And we'll add one more work roster. Grabbing this general area. And this is going to be called the Tummy Twister roster. Why will it be called that, you ask? Well, as a matter of fact, it was Red Rain GTI that gave us the name for our roller coaster. So I will go ahead and change this to Tummy Twister. So yeah, if anybody has ideas that they want rides to be named, and it's not strictly roller coasters, you can name anything in our park. But if you have any names or any colors or theming, whatever you want that you want to see, feel free to let me know in the comments and I will be happy to oblige. Okay, I'm going to start just adding some scenery to this area over here, since this is where we want it to be beautified. And I want to kind of keep with the theming of Wilderness Ridge, even though these buildings aren't very mountainous buildings. This one just kind of looks like a generic house, and this one, I don't know, it looks like a brick block. That's pretty much what it is, because that's all I'm capable of making. So anyway, I want to keep with whatever little theming we have by building the fir trees, alpine trees, and basically anything else that you would come across in, like, Washington. So, essentially not palm trees or cacti or anything like that. I should definitely put a lot of, like, seaweed and moss around wherever I can, but it doesn't really seem like we have a lot of moss options, which, is something I would actually like to see added to the game. But, for the time being, rocks and trees it is. So I will beautify this a little bit and report back to you. Alright, well there we go. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed in the lack of foliage available, because all of these, like, pretty much all the trees and these bushes that you can see here, those have all been around since, like, Alpha 2, I want to say. And the only things really added to the nature section was different rocks and different sizes of the rocks. But what I really want to do is make a nice, cute little garden. You know, kind of like the gardens they had in the RollerCoaster Tycoon games that the handyman would water and everything. But I can't really seem to make that. Although I feel like I've seen that in somebody's video of Planet Coaster. So I'm sure somebody has come up with a clever way to make it look like that. And if you can point me in the right direction, please let me know, because I would really love to add some nice little gardens with a variety of colors around, but you can't change the colors of these plants or anything like that. Also, I apologize because it seems like my OBS is having some serious issues recording this game. I don't know why this game and no single other game on my computer, but I have reduced the quality of the video and it's still having issues. So if it's at all choppy, please forgive me. If it's too bad for you to not even want to watch, let me know. I would really like to know that. Okay guys, I took a moment to fiddle around with my OBS settings and ended up actually changing the encoder. So I think that maybe solved my problems with the choppiness, but it may have reduced the quality in the overall video. So please let me know if anything bothers you and if you have a suggestion on settings. Okay guys, I'm sorry, but I cheated a little bit just because yeah, I want to spend more time on this episode actually developing, or on this series actually developing a park rather than trying to fumble around with poor looking scenery. So I got a few cute little things from the Steam Workshop. I think this is from some user named Mikey, and there's some various stuff which apparently I need to research some of the things that are being used in those. But yeah, if you just go to Steam Workshop and type in Alpine, that is exactly what I did to find these guys. And this already looks a million times better than anything I could make. So we will plop that down there. And gonna have to change my path a little bit. Let's see, I think we were at 8 meters. Oh no, don't tell me this is gonna be some fugly piece of crap now. Okay, sorry folks. I'm gonna interrupt you just for a little bit. This is one of the annoying parts about this game. I cannot actually tell it not to snap to something, which I definitely don't want to do right now. Maybe if I make it really long. No, that's not going to do it either. Well, my apologies, but this is going to look super ugly, I guess. Yeah, their path system definitely needs a little bit of work in this game. Actually, apparently I was using a length of, or a width of 6, not 8. So hopefully they will listen to suggestions from the community and continue modifying the paths. The path system, rather. Aw, see, look at that. That already looks so much prettier, and I bet we got, yeah, 52% scenery rating on that guy. Yay! Okay, so since we have that pretty little backside here, I think I'm gonna finish this out along the river real quick and report back to you when I have that done. Alright guys, welcome back. This is what I came up with in the meantime. I got this wall coming along nicely here and decided to throw a little bit more creepy crawly vines on there, sort of to match the bridge over here. And like I said earlier, I'm a little disappointed there aren't more natural looking plants and bushes available to us than there are, because I'd very much like to have more of these guys. I think these kind of pass for like wild bushes that you'd maybe find on a hike somewhere. So I'd really like to have more of a variety of those along here, even though this isn't technically dirt ground. I might actually do something about that eventually, but For now, I will leave it as it is. At least it's not quite so hideous when looking at this from the other side. Maybe putting some windows on this guy or a little bit of a bump out would help it. Actually, you know what? Let's try that, shall we? Let's see if we can do something about this. So we'll change the grid size to 2 meters and try and make a little bump out here. Let's see, was that on the inside or the outside? Okay, that was on the outside. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Let's leave him there. No, I want to move you. There you go. Like so. Okay. I'm gonna make sure to cover up the bottom here, even though probably nobody's going to see it. And just remembered I can't actually rotate these the way I want to, so I need to grab the roof piece. Is it this guy? No, that's what we are using for our path. Let's see, I think it's called sandstone, right? I'd like it to not have that border on there. Oh, come on. Do you really have to get rid of my search? Okay. So we want a flat piece. But maybe this is all we're gonna get. I would like it to not... Oh, come on. I would like it to not have a border around it, but I just might not be able to get around that. And it's not going where I want it to go. Oh, that's because our grid size is back to 4 meter for some reason. Let's see. Oh, good! I can have it on the inside. That's good. Oh, you know what? I actually kind of like that border, though, anyway. So, oops. Maybe we will just scooch her down a bit. Yeah, okay. I kind of like that, actually. I'm not sure I like it on the top, though, so we're gonna go with no border on the top. And I don't really... Whoops. I don't really care for this window, I don't think. No, I don't like that one. How about... No. I'm gonna go with not a sandstone window. That one... What do we have on the other side here? Those guys? Yeah, we should probably stick to something similar there. Let's see. This one? Yeah. I'm alright with that. Put a couple of those on there. And now we need a little roof bit. Let's see. What is this called? Wood tile roof. Oh, why do I get the feeling this is going to be the part that I don't get to successfully do? Oh! Perhaps I'm wrong. Well, looky there. What do you know? Except, no, not quite. You need... There we go. So now, to find the proper sandstone pieces to fill this in. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if we could just do this one simple guy? Oh, look at that! We can! Hooray! I wish there was a nice little trimming for us to have on this edge here. It matches the sandstone, but it's not really what I wanted to go with this house. What about... He's too long. I'm not a fan. And just a reminder, anything that has a grid behind it is basically locked in to a grid. You can't manipulate it outside of the grid like you can anything with a blank background. But there's not really anything there that I particularly want to use. I do still think this house needs a bit something, but I'm not sure what. And these windows are not centered. That is a travesty. We cannot have that. Oh, maybe they were centered. Okay, whatever. We'll leave them there. Is there anything we can use to spruce this up just a little bit? Let's check out this guy. What does he have? Oh, see, this is what... That's what I want. Is that just a wood plank? I'm gonna... Oh my gosh. I'm gonna smack myself if that's all it is. Square tile roof slope. What? Oh no, that's like... Well, why doesn't it look like that on ours? What did we use? Because that looks like the same roof. Is it not? Okay, let's go over here. And just search square tile roof slope. Well, is that what we want? Come on. Where'd you go? Huh. Okay. What does that look like if I try to put it on the little guy? That's gonna be too big. Come on. Work with me here. Arg! Yeah. That's a little larger than we want. But that's interesting. I can't believe I missed that before. So maybe I will fix this. Oh, it's so ugly. I keep forgetting how ugly it is until I turn back around. Especially compared to this one. Oh, this looks so nice. Oh, I love this cute little balcony thing it's got going on. This is just so clever. See, why can't I think up stuff like that? That's really neat. Okay. Well, that really that really kind of killed it for me. So I'm just gonna leave it like that because it's better than it was. Is it? I don't know. You tell me. At least it has a bit of a backside now, so that it's got some depth to it for people looking at the other side. Anyway, I guess we haven't been too productive as far as expanding our park goes and increasing our rides. Also, why is our roller coaster not getting like a queue line? I really want to see this going out to the end and hearing people complain about how long the line is like they are everywhere else. Let's see if we have taken care of our litter problem, though. They're sick, but hey, no litter. And 27% say that this park is great. That's awesome. Alright, but I do think this will be all for this episode of Wilderness Ridge Challenge Mode. As always, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I really hope you're enjoying this series. And again, if you have any name suggestions, theme, color suggestions, anything at all, please feel free to drop a comment down below. Until next time, stay foxy, everyone.